The second subsection of Parashat Tzav opens with the words V'zot Torah HaMincha, and as with V'zot Torah HaOlah, is midrashically interpreted in the Torah Kohanim and incorporated by Rashi in his commentary to this pasuk, when he writes, Torah Achat L'Kulan, a single law applies to the Korban Mincha, that the Korban Mincha brought by a Kohen is equal to, has something in common with, a Korban Mincha brought by a non-Kohen. Rashi goes on to elaborate, L'hat'inan shemen u'levona ha'amorin be'inyan, that just as in the case of a Korban Mincha brought by a non-Kohen, that Korban Mincha comprises three items, the flour, the oil, and the besamim, so too there must be the three items in a Korban Mincha that is brought by a Kohen. Once again, Rashi is forced into a midrashic interpretation for this format because the first two options would be inappropriate. Option number one, that the translation of V'zot Torah HaMincha would be, these have been the laws relating to the Korban Mincha, inappropriate because Pasuk 7 is the opening Pasuk to the segment dealing with the Korban Mincha. Option 2 is similarly discounted for the same reason that it was discounted for the V'zot Torah HaOlah, and that is, bulk of the laws dealing with the Korban Mincha are located in Vayikra Perek 2, which lists a number of various subcategories to the Korban Mincha. Perek 6 is an add-on to Perek 2, a segment comprising only 5 pasukim, in which the main point is to introduce the law of Kmitzah for the Korban Mincha. As such, it would have been more appropriate for the phrase V'zot Torah HaMincha as these are the laws regarding the Korban Mincha to have been placed in Vayikra 2:1, where bulk of the laws regarding the Mincha are presented. For this reason, Rashi is left with the only option, and that is to interpret the V'zot Torah HaMincha midrashically. Conversely, when we come to the Korban ASHAM in Vayikra 7:1, V'zot Torah HaAsham, Rashi is silent, offering no commentary to this pasuk because there is nothing jagged with the use of this format. This is the first time we are introduced to a Korban ASHAM, and the translation then becomes, these, the following laws, relate to the Korban ASHAM. Similarly, Vayikra 7:11 is the first time we are introduced to the Korban Shlamim. These were the voluntary free will offerings brought by an individual, in most cases to express one's thankfulness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rashi has nothing to comment upon. The translation would then be, the following are the laws relating to the Korban Shlamim. What will be problematic, however, is the third of the 5 Karbanot discussed in Parashat Tzav, that of the Korban Chatat.